And cops celebrate after killing. Who's in my yard?
Oh man. Neck's broken. There you go. Put your head in there. Put your head in there. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. There you go. There you go. I'm not gonna let you bite me. You're looking all afraid. There we go. Just get in there. Come on, baby. Something you up. I'm gonna take you to get help. Got you. Nope, don't have you. There you go.
You really gotta be patient with patient with shit like this.
Got it. Smooth dog.
At least he's not running away.
Don't let you bite me.
Bro, you got gloves on. Grab that little nigga.
Snap out, 'cause it's a little sensitive.
Does this dog even know what's happening, bro? Like, his self-awareness is crazy. This could be a threat right now, and he's just there looking at it. Thinking it's playing around with him. Grab it.
Trying to help you, baby. Trying to help you. Trying to help you. You stop moving. Come on. There you go. If I get a blanket, just wrap you up.
Yes, get a blanket. There.
The dog was calm when the officer approaches, just wanting to be left alone. And even as the officer restrains the dog, it did not bite or attack, but only attempted to get away. Despite the dog's non-threatening behavior, the officer made an unexpected decision and took out his weapon.
Why?
Come on, baby.
Why? Why? What the fuck?
Had to dispatch it.
What the fuck is wrong with him, bro? Had to dispatch it? Bro, he wasn't aggressive. He wasn't even like barking at you. If anything, he was being a playful fucking dog. And out of all of that, out of everything that dog gave you, you thought to kill it? What the fuck?
I'm gonna pick it up.
This nigga has lost his mind, bro. Exactly, like, there's children there. Don't you think that you should warn before, like, you fired? There's literal children in the house. He didn't care for his surroundings. He just wanted to shoot his weapon. Because that dog was not being harmful in any way, shape, or form. Look, he's not even responding. He knows what the fuck he did. He can't say that the dog was aggressive. Fucking dumbass, bro. And I bet you for shit like this, he won't even like lose his job. It's just a slap on the wrist. That's fucked, bro.
Go and get it now, already.
5844, 911, go ahead.
Animal dispatch.
The officer was heartless enough to shoot the innocent dog, which posed absolutely no threat, and afterwards showed no remorse for his cruel actions.
Oh, bro, like he
Instead,
ain't say
got
a
contained
word.
from his vehicle to place the dog in and remove it from the scene, but things were definitely going to get tough for him.
Is that right there?
How can it get worse? Did he not know his body cam was on?
What's up? You don't hurt a dog? Calm down. We
My
can
name
talk.
is Nicholas Hunter. I live
Oh, that he's the owner.
who shot my dog.
Oh, that's the owner.
Called Joint Communication, and I have spoke with her, and she has stated that the dog, she fed him, gave him water, and he was not a threat. And she was just waiting, which nobody ever contacted her after she called Joint Communication, at which time she went
I
outside.
can respond to that. I'll tell you why we didn't call her.
Was my dog a threat to you or anyone else? Sir,
Now, I'm going to show you something.
what is your name?
I'm gonna show you something.
and your number, sir?
My guy, I'm going to show you something.
Why is this cop so fucking heartless?
I'll answer your questions. Come here.
Officer Woodson.
Come here.
May I have your badge number?
I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you why we didn't call her.
That dog was, this is to be known on record, my dog is completely blind and completely deaf.
My guy, look at
He
this.
is a 13 pound
What does that say right there? Does it say no contact? She said don't call her. Now, if you want to talk, I'll talk some happily.
That's not how you handle a situation. If a
Nah,
dog
deadass.
is a threat to a person and harms a person or shows immediate threat, that's when you use force. There is many other
Do you want to
tactics
talk or
be
you want to tell me how to
use.
do the job?
That's how you were supposed to handle the fucking situation. The dog wasn't fucking harmful.
I'm happy to talk to you.
You was just tight because the fucking dog ain't want to get in your little leash.
I'm more than happy to talk to you.
There's
Let's
no
be for
problem.
real.
You already took care of it. You handled it very poorly. Also, I like to be on the record that you told me whatever on the phone when I called
When I
about
say
this
whatever?
situation. Hopefully your calls are recorded when I called in.
Do you want me to respond to anything? Or you just want to sit here and lecture me? I respond to a situation. All I have is information in hand, correct?
He's shaking right now, bro.
I see a dog that is...
I'm not gonna lie, this
I don't
person
have-
wants to fuck up this cop, bro.
Can I respond? Yes, I tried. I have a whole team in contact me trying to contact him. I had a little leash out too trying to catch the dog. How am I supposed to know the dog is simply, that's his medical condition? Do I know your dog?
A dog, unless
Do
they
I
show
know your
threat to
dog?
You are a person.
You don't. That is not
The
my
cop
job.
doesn't want to admit that the cop wasn't a fucking threat. He's dodging that shit.
Find out, sir.
You sure can.
I'm gonna do my
But
stuff.
are you trying to have a conversation or you just want to
I
keep
guess
on
there's no
replying?
conversation. I guess if you're one.
I'm trying to speak to
a
you.
citation.
Am I not trying to speak to you? Do I have my citation book out? Is there a pen in my hand? Am I not trying to respond to you? I'm not trying to ease the situation over. It's a situation. I don't enjoy shooting dogs.
Yes, you
Perhaps
do.
the officer thought he would get away with his reckless action
Yes, you
and
do.
simply dispose of the dog, but thankfully caring witnesses were present, and the man arrived to confront the officer, making him realize his mistake. There were many ways to safely stop and catch the dog.
I hope he
but
lost
the
his
officer
job,
chose
bro.
to kill it with no explanation instead.
My God.
I hope he lost his job.
With a condition, I don't know.
That was
I don't
somebody's
know about
like
it.
loving family
I am
member
sorry
if you
this
really
happened.
think about it.
I'm not happy I had to shoot a dog.
Yes, you
I
are.
got dogs myself.
No, you don't.
How am I supposed to know the dog's condition?
You wear a camera.
I got a camera on this recording, but I'm asking you, how am I supposed to know the dog's condition?
There's other ways. There's tactics to find out if the dog responds, if he's aggressive.
I understand how to make a dog respond.
Lethal is last resort. You can use a taser, you can use a lasso.
A taser? I don't know about.
I had lasso. I was using a lasso.
I don't know how the fuck you gonna taste a dog. That's fucked. I feel like you gonna kill him regardless.
But you're not listening. You're not listening.
You gonna be stiff as hell. Like,
But I'm just sitting here trying to talk to you.
Did he harm anybody when
I responded to a situation. Do you want to speak, or do you just want to sit here and try to lecture me? I'm not trying to lecture you. I'm not saying you're a bad dog owner. I'm saying I have information I have on hand. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sorry it happened to you. I'm sorry I had to do it.
you ain't have to do it.
I'm not saying you're a bad owner. You don't see me writing a citation for a dog at large, do you? I'm not. Situation, buddy.
Buddy.
your authority?
What authority? I went and responded to a dog I thought had a medical issue.
live by rules and regulations.
Bro, how was I supposed to know the dog to get hit by a car?
I lived by rules and regulations for 12 years.
How did I know the dog to get hit by a car?
Proper way.
How did I know the dog to get hit by a car?
To get hit by a car?
How did I not know that? How did I not know somebody didn't just throw the dog out? How was I supposed to know any of that?
What?
You're supposed to, if you are a dog,
I'm so lost.
dogs, then you're supposed to catch them, man. You're not supposed to shoot them.
You did not hear me say I attempted that. That was my first step.
You take them to the pound.
We don't have an immense site here.
So what is your procedure? Certain
What is my procedure?
on when
We
you
have a pound
lost
there.
dog.
And what if I put the dog in there and it was a medical emergency and the dog was bleeding internally? Then it's just sitting there suffering. And then you gotta be on me about the dog suffering.
So
how was that do? What else am I supposed to do? We don't have a freaking ammo
like everybody else? It was on there for an hour before you responded and shot it. You're supposed to put it
wasn't on
online,
there for an hour.
put the
What are you talking
dog in back. I have everything on my phone.
Okay.
When the lady posted it to let me know it was lost and everything.
So it was online for an hour,
let
so I
me
didn't know about it.
Oh,
That's what you're
it's
saying.
all on Facebook.
Okay.
It's all on
That's
Certain.
fine.
And the lady has stated that there was no cause for that. There was no reason for it.
She stated afterwards.
She stated afterwards.
This
Yeah.
cop's just
Yeah,
trying to
she
save
said
his
that.
ass, bro.
I'm
Like,
saying that.
And
it's
you
just
can put
sad,
them in
for
the
real.
bag, and you can put them
Okay, if I
online,
can catch
and
him, I
if you
can
can't
put him
find them,
If I
then
can catch him, I can find
a
I can put him
squealing
back.
dog insinuates pain. He was not squealing.
Okay. You think all dogs squeal when they're in pain?
Most dogs squeal when
Most.
they're
See,
in pain.
not all, but most. Okay.
Most squeal when they're in pain.
The man had confronted
Why are
the
they going
officer
back and
with
forth?
logic,
Just
but he
review
was
his fucking
unwilling to lose the
body
argument
cam
and
footage.
continued to defend
Real
his
shit.
actions. Lacking a solid reason, he had no satisfactory answers, instead offering covert confessions that he was not adequately trained to handle dogs.
I'm not denying that. Yes, everything squeals when they're in pain. How was I supposed to know the dog? I didn't know the condition of the dog. That's what you're living in the world of. I get it, your dog died. I'm not judging you on that. I'm sitting here apologizing. I had to do that.
I can handle it if a dog died, if a dog was put down for the proper reason.
Okay.
It's the reason that you went
See,
about
you're
your
living in
authority.
the world that
Just
you know
the
all
first
the
thing to
conditions.
pull out a weapon.
But you know all the conditions of the dog. That's what I don't have.
He was not
Bro,
aggressive
what
to a
conditions,
person,
bro?
And he was not a harm to anybody.
Okay, why was your dog not put in the house then, buddy?
He was in a kennel. He escaped from. I just went to Colombia.
Okay, and where did I find the dog?
How do I know? You did not make any attempt to do anything properly besides lethal
What
force.
did I do properly?
Lethal force.
So
That's
you
that's
weren't there.
automatically what you went to.
You weren't there, but you know I did everything wrong.
So did the dog?
Show me a taser. Do I got a taser? You don't have a
Your
taser.
hand's probably fine. You whistle to it, didn't respond. You go up
So,
to it.
have you ever really worked with an injured dog?
Have you had dog
Have
training?
you ever worked with an injured dog?
Yes. We get dog training military and at my work.
I'm military too, high speed.
And so,
I get it.
and so therefore, you should know a dog that's showing aggression,
I
a
know
dog
what
that's
aggressive
showing
dog is.
all that, and that dog does not show any of those sorts. He shows confusion with his head sideways, walking side to side.
And as military, you know you read the signs you have on hand. Without all the material, can you read a simple, peaceful dog? No, you cannot. How was I supposed to know the dog was blind and just confused?
A good excuse for the owner, though, as he had planned to take legal action against the city. If this case made your blood boil, well, just
Whatever bar.
I'm getting you on tape, okay? Say hi, please.
Hi.
just killed Cassie. This is not a fucking joke.
What the
I
fuck?
stabbed her in the throat and I saw her lifeless body. Dude, I just killed Cassie.
These are moments
What
when
the
criminals commit
fuck?
their own crimes. Let's begin with two
What the
16-year-old high
fuck?
schoolers who made an entire documentary about murdering their fellow classmates.
We're not going not to get caught, Ryan. If we're going for guns, we're just gonna end it. We're just gonna grab the guns and get out of there, kill everybody and leave.
We're going to make history. We're gonna make history.
For all you FBI agents watching this, you weren't quick enough.
We were quick enough and you weren't smart enough.
On September 22nd, 2006, Brian Lee Draper and Tori Michael Adamczyk, friends who had bonded over shared interest in horror movies, especially the 1996 film Scream. Brian and Tori decided to copy the movie's plot by carrying out a real-life murder spree of their own, targeting their fellow female student Danny Dixon as the first victim.
And we're going over to Danny Dixon's house. We're gonna go snoop around over there and try to see if she's home alone or not. And if she's home alone, splat! She did.
Don't fear.
People will die.
Unfortunately for them, Dixon wasn't home alone, forcing them to abandon her as their first target and choose a more vulnerable target, someone they had easier access to.
Dixon's house. It's clear out there in the pasture. We've already snooped around.
So they wasn't really even plotting on killing somebody in specific. They was just planning on killing somebody in general. And they was just trying to go to this bitch Dixie Dixon's, whatever the fuck her name was. Yeah, they was trying to go to her house, but there was already people there. So they found this more vulnerable girl, Cassie. Oh, let's see what fucking happens, bro.
House a couple times.
Well, he said it in the beginning. He stabbed her in the neck. That nigga's wild.
We're gonna go to the church over there, and we're gonna call a girl and a guy named Cassie and Matt. They're our friends, but we have to make sacrifices. So
We have to make sacrifices?
I feel
Yo.
tonight it is the night, and I feel
Yo.
like we're,
Just to fulfill a fucking a fantasy of yours? You have to sacrifice somebody just to fulfill a fantasy of yours? This is fucking insane, bro.
stuff, and I feel like I want to kill somebody.
You hear this,
You
nigga?
know what? We all have to make sacrifices. Our first victim is going to be Cassie Stoddard and her
God,
friends.
turn your brights off,
Well,
asshole.
yeah, we'll find out.
Bro, what
if
is
she
wrong
has
with these
friends
dudes,
over.
bro?
She's gonna be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I'm
Yo,
like, holy
bro.
shit, dude.
Do you hear how much enthusiasm this motherfucker has to kill somebody? And the fact that he has a person right next to him that has the same amount of enthusiasm is fucking crazy.
Horny just thinking about it.
Hell yeah. So
Wait,
we're gonna
what?
fucking- holy shit, dude.
I'm horny just thinking about it.
I'm horny just thinking about it. These motherfuckers are horny thinking about killing somebody. Or catching their first body.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna fucking kill
I'm
her.
not gonna lie, 2006, yo, people that lived it back in 2006 and y'all was teens, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all could compete with the YNs in today's day and age. Cause what the fuck? I don't think a YN will say that, yo, bro, I'm about to go catch this body. That shit turns me the fuck on. Oh my god. Oh my god, I almost just busted because I caught this cap. Like, the fuck, nigga?
Friends, and we're gonna keep moving on. I heard some news about Kirsten. She's gonna be home alone from 6 to 7, so we might kill her, then drive over to Cassie's
We might
thing,
kill
and
her.
scare the shit out of them, then kill them one by fucking one. Hell.
Is my, wait, let me check if my audio good.
Why one by one? Why can't it be a
2
slaughter?
by
Oh, yeah,
2
my sister.
and 3 by 3.
The two new targets Brian and Tori set their sights on were Cassie Jo Stoddard and her boyfriend, Matt Beckham, both high school classmates and friends of the boys.
That's
that night,
fucked.
Cassie wasn't home alone, which made it impossible for Brian and Tori to carry out their plan.
So he
However,
killed
they
both of
soon
them?
learned that Cassie would be house sitting for her aunt and uncle at their remote home the following day, Friday, and would be alone for the entire weekend.
Yo, bro, this is 2006. How the fuck are they getting so much information about each other? Like, oh yeah, she's about to be at the fucking babysitting over here. We don't even know information about people like that nowadays unless they post that shit to their story. What the fuck? Unless Cassie was just posting everything that she does on Facebook or MySpace or whatever the fuck. But
while the couple
damn.
was away on a trip, seeing this as the perfect opportunity, the pair resumed vlogging the next morning, even capturing footage of Cassie at school as she went about her day, unaware it would be her last.
That's fucking crazy.
Hey, look, I don't know. Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on tape, okay? Say hi, please. Okay, see ya. Wait.
Yo, that's
Did you see
fucking
Tori?
crazy. They recorded her alive. Like, they recorded her last moments alive. Like, fuck. How can I say this? They recorded her last moments of her being alive without knowing that she's gonna die. Her moments that she realized that she's going to die. And then the moments after she died. They recorded every single moment and they enjoyed every single part. That's crazy.
Supposed to be here at 7.
That's crazy.
And it's 8:19.
Look how they're talking to her like regularly, like they're really like not about to kill her.
Okay.
That's fucking insane.
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC, exclusively with Google Play Games. Ascend to Valhalla.
Watch who the fuck y'all
Brian
got
and
as
Tori
friends,
managed
bro.
to trick their way into getting an invitation to watch a movie with Cassie and her
Watch who y'all
boyfriend
got
Matt
as
at
friends,
the house
bro.
she was watching, which conveniently aligned with their evil plan. They accepted the offer, then went to the school library, where they further discussed
That's
and wrote
them?
down the details of how they intended to execute this plan.
Where is supposed to happen tonight.
Oh
So
nah.
hopefully,
The nigga on the left looks insane.
my dad was waiting for accident tonight. She's watching us. He's still watching us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cassie's family, but she had to move on. We have to stick with the plan. And she's perfect, so she's gonna die.
And she's perfect, so she's gonna die. And the fact that this is directly talking to her family, and he's smiling about it, that shit has to hurt like Cassie's family so deeply, bro. What the fuck? What am I watching, bro? The fact that they really like went along and did that shit.
Name's Miranda Khan. She started to sleep. So
She's just a bitch, so we gotta kill her.
Shut up. So now she's dead. I've always wanted to make a mark on the world and stuff. And this is a good way to do it.
That night, Brian and Tori
Yo,
arrived
what
at
the
Cassie's aunt's
fuck?
house under the pretense of watching a movie. Before settling in, Cassie and Matt showed them around, and during the tour, Brian and Tori left the basement door open so they could return later to carry out their evil plan. Then, just as the movie was about to begin, they changed their minds, claiming they'd rather see the movie at the theaters. They then left, only to return later that night to execute their evil plan.
To leave the door open, right?
In his car. The time is 9:50. September 22nd, 2006. Unfortunately, we have the grueling task of killing our two friends.
What the
They are
hell?
right in a house just down the street.
We just talked to them. We were there for an hour. But
We checked out the whole house. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I locked the back doors, so it's all locked. Now we just gotta wait. And yeah, we're really nervous right now, but you know, we're ready.
we're listening to the greatest
Why the fuck are y'all nervous? Y'all playing this shit yourselves.
rock band
We've waited for
ever,
this for a long time.
Pink Floyd, before we commit the ultimate crime of murder.
We waited for this for a long time.
A long time.
We'll stay tuned.
Brian and Tori returned to the neighborhood and parked a block away, then slipped back in through the unlocked basement door. After wearing their costumes, they tried to bait Cassie and Matt downstairs by making loud noises, and, when that failed, flipped the circuit breaker to plunge the house into darkness. Still no one came, so they flipped the power back on. Feeling uneasy, Cassie asked her boyfriend Matt to stay overnight, but when Matt's mother arrived around 10:30 p.m. to pick him up, she refused to let him stay and instead instead invited Cassie to come with them. Cassie declined, choosing to stay behind and
Wow. If Cassie would have went, like, yo, bro, if Cassie would have fucking went with her boyfriend, she would have survived. Probably for, like, just one night, because you never know if they would have done the shit the next day again. But then again, these kids just, like, have the urge to kill somebody. It's not that they know who they want to kill, they just want to kill somebody. So it's like, I feel like Cassie would just move on in their head, and they'll move on to somebody else. So if she would have went to her boyfriend's house, she would have survived. That's crazy.
fulfill her promise to care for the house and pets. Once Matt and his mother had left, Brian and Tori crept upstairs armed with 4 hunting knives they'd bought earlier and stabbed Cassie over 30 times, tragically ending her life.
Just killed
30
Cassie.
times.
We just left her house. This is not a fucking joke.
I'm shaking.
I stabbed her in the throat and I saw her lifeless body just disappear. Dude, I just killed Cassie. Oh, fuck. That felt like it wasn't even real. I mean, it went by so fast.
Shut the fuck up. We gotta get our act straight.
It's okay. Okay, let's buy movie tickets now.
Okay.
Come on.
As soon as they'd killed Cassie,
Honest to God, I feel like the person driving is more insane than the person recording. He's calm about it. He's telling him, yo, calm down. We gotta get our shit together. You hear this shit? He's crazier. I feel like he done this shit before. He know what to do.
Brian and Tori rushed to the movie theater to buy
Hell
tickets
nah.
and attempt to manufacture an alibi. 2 days later, Cassie's body was discovered by her cousin after her aunt and uncle returned from their
man.
trip. A police investigation began, and after clearing initial suspects, including Cassie's boyfriend, who had a solid alibi from his mother, attention turned to Brian and Tori, who had also been at the house that night. It didn't take long for investigators to spot inconsistencies in their stories. Although Brian had admitted on tape to slitting Cassie's throat,
I stabbed her in the throat and just moving for
Why did you do all this shit just to confess to it? Why? Why did you do all this shit just to confess to it? Oh, I forgot. You want to leave a mark on this fucking earth. Oh, I want to make an impact. I don't care if it's a bad one. Dumbass.
I thought it didn't go like this. I thought it was joking, you know, like.
Thought it was joking?
They're trying to, you know, he's trying to splash at her and she's not fake at all. And he said, we have to kill her. I can't believe I did this. And he said, we have to kill her. And so,
He's trying to blame this shit on his boy. You's a bitch. This nigga's biggest enemy is accountability. He's a bitch. Thank God y'all recorded all this shit.
stabbed me out the way and he just kept, I heard it go in, I heard the chest, but I don't know the chest. It was supposed to happen, it was supposed to be a joke.
It was not supposed to be a joke. Y'all wanted to kill somebody.
By pitting Brian and Tori against each other, detectives secured confessions, recovered the murder weapons, and even restored their destroyed tape. Both Brian Draper and Tori Adamczyk were charged with
destroyed. So y'all niggas did all that shit just to record it, have a whole film. Then y'all motherfuckers destroy the film? Ooh, I know them detectives was rubbing their hands when they found that camera and when they fucking archived the whole shit. Mwah.
first-degree murder, found guilty, and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Next, we had a psychopathic serial killer who vlogged his horrific crimes as he abducted and murdered more than a dozen women.
I appreciate the follow, bro.
Jumping in the car with a motherfucker you don't know. You want to say something to your kids? Mom, sorry. This is first kill, number one. First kill was 19 years old.
Between May and October 2001, more than 4 women were reported missing and later found strangled to death along various roadways in the Ferguson area of St. Louis, Missouri. One disturbing detail connected all the victims. They were all sex workers. As the investigation continued, police realized that...
That's so sad to me. That, like, people that like certain serial killers that want to kill people, they go for the people that nobody cares about. Homeless people, prostitutes. They don't even go for people that they have a motive towards. They go towards innocent people that nobody cares about, that nobody will know that they're gone, or most likely not know that they're gone because they burned all the bridges with their family. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's a mind fuck if you really think about it. They just try to go for the bottom of the bottom and hope for the best.
The number of victims were as high as 12. This prompted a St. Louis news reporter to publish a story featuring one of the victims in the newspaper. Like many serial killers who crave public recognition, the killer, 37-year-old Maury Troy Travis, a hotel waiter and convicted felon on probation, sent a letter to the reporter taking credit for the murders. He included a map with an X marking the location of another body in the letter. When authorities found a body exactly where he indicated, they launched a manhunt. They began tracing the source of the map he had used. Investigators subpoenaed the map service provider and obtained the IP address tied to Travis's computer. That led them straight to him. After his arrest, his fingerprints matched those found on several of the victims.
Yo, they was tracking IP address back in 2000? What the fuck? They was tracking IP addresses back in 2000.
His ultimate undoing came when police discovered vlogged videos of him committing the brutal crimes, along with evidence in his torture room basement beneath his home.
Say it clear.
You want the master?
That's fucking crazy. He would make them say shit. Anything that he wanted. He would make them say anything that he wanted. Just to kill them. Strangle them, to be exact.
It pleases me to serve you. You are the master. It pleases me to serve you.
That's fucked up.
You are the master. It pleases me to serve you.
And you sit your ass down like I said. You sorry?
Yes.
You sorry about what?
Everything.
Jumping in the car with a motherfucker you don't know? Huh?
Yes.
You sorry?
Motherfucker, that's her job. You acting like you're her pimp. You're not her pimp. You're catching feelings over a prostitute. This is why you're doing all this shit, because you caught feelings over a bottom feeder.
Yeah.
You want to say something to your kids?
Mama, sorry.
You want to say something to your kids. This motherfucker is sick, bro. Like, he knew that this video was gonna get out someday.
Me and my mom and dad.
You ain't raising shit. You on here in your back smoking crack. Because you ain't going home long. I'm gonna keep you about a week.
I'm gonna keep you about a week.
Kill, number one. First kill was 19 years old.
There's two people in this room. And look at her arm.
I'm gonna keep you about a week. This is first kill, number one. First kill was 19 years old. Name,
He don't even know her fucking name, bro. He don't even know her fucking name. You kept her for like a week and you didn't know her name. You didn't care to ask for her name. You asked about her kids. You gave her crack, but you ain't asked for her name. I hope he gets raped in jail.
First kill was nice.
Unfortunately, the police were only able to find one vlogged video of a single victim. While Maury Travis
only one?
claimed to have heard over 17 women, the official count was 12. However, before he could stand trial for his crimes, Travis did the unthinkable and offed himself. Next up.
You a bitch. You's a bitch. How you gonna kill 12 people then check out? I'm telling you, these criminals' biggest fucking op is accountability. That's fucking crazy,
This dangerous
bro.
man forced his ex-girlfriend to go live on Facebook to apologize to his current girlfriend, only to murder her during the live stream.
I ain't have no business going off like that, but...
See right there. See right there. Everybody wants to be famous. I'm gonna make you famous.
Stop jumping.
Now, game over.
On April 12th, 2018, 37-year-old Jonathan Robinson
Game over for you
to the
too.
Shreveport, Louisiana home of his ex-girlfriend, 27-year-old
good,
mother of
Goku?
3, Renita Williams, after she had publicly ridiculed his long-term partner, Sherika Taylor, online, an attack that had driven Sherika into a mental breakdown. Robinson, who'd been dating both women at once and refused to let either go, arrived armed with a rifle, took Renita, her mother, and her brother hostage, and ordered Renita to go live on social media to apologize to Sherika. Renita's mother managed to escape.
You know what's the fucking crazy thing? This dude put her at gunpoint, told her to go live and apologize to her his girlfriend or whatever, right? Just for the bitch to go live to 4 or 5 people, 10 people max, my nigga. Like, y'all think that this is some famous woman? You think that the whole world is gonna see her apologize to your girl? What the fuck was the point, my nigga? What was the point? What was the point? Unless you told your girl, yo, wait till you see this live. Watch the live. Stay tuned to the live. Unless that was the point, there was no reason. No reason. Unless you wanted her to see, unless you wanted 4 people to see that you killed her. Like, what the fuck?
And her brother captive, forcing Renita to continue live streaming apologies until Sherika was satisfied.
Hey y'all, this Nunu. I apologize for going live on Rika. I ain't had no business doing all that. My page been blocked, so that's why I'm going live. Yes, I know I was wrong. I ain't have no business going off like that, but
See right there. See right there. Everybody want to be famous. I'm gonna make you famous.
yes.
What?
I am sorry, y'all. This Nunu, I'm blocked off my page, so I had to go out live on Morsephone. I ain't had no intentions of going live like that. I apologize to everybody. Yes.
What?
No, huh? Yes, that's her. Let me see the phone, son.
No.
Yes. Yes, Aunt Lola.
Man, you think I'm worried about the police right now? Huh? You think I'm worried about the police right now?
No.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't give a about no police, you heard?
This guy is seeing red right now, bro. This girl is fucking. The fact that we're seeing this girl's last moments alive is fucking crazy.
Bitch want to be famous, I'm gonna make you famous.
No.
Want to be famous? I'm gonna make you famous.
She's not gonna be famous. You're live streaming to 10 people.
No. Everybody want to be famous, let's be famous today.
Okay.
Huh? I do.
Yes.
Telling you I get on these bitches never.
No.
The situation then took a dangerous turn when police, alerted by Renita's mother, arrived at the scene, triggering an explosive and violent reaction from Jonathan.
Damn, bro. So he shot. Damn, he shot her after the police pulled up. Fuck.
Dangerous turn when police,
They were this close to
alerted
saving
by
her.
Renita's
This
mother,
fucking
arrived
close,
at the
bro.
scene, triggering an explosive and violent reaction from Jonathan.
No. Stop, Jonathan! Stop, Jonathan!
Now, game over.
Jonathan opened fire on the police outside, and when Renita began to scream, shot her more than 6 times, killing her as her brother managed to escape. Jonathan then engaged in a standoff with the police that lasted for over 80 minutes before Sherika, the woman he had just murdered Renita for, convinced him to surrender.
Y'all let this nigga surrender?
And in a scene that would leave anyone shocked, officers then allowed Jonathan, who had just murdered a mother of 3, to share an intimate moment with Sherika, the woman he killed for, after
You dead ass. And you're telling me the bitch pulled up too? Or was she probably just outside the crib?
she had arrived to the scene.
That's your words, right, Jonathan?
That's the last kiss you gonna get, brother. You did some whole shit. You think she gonna hold it down, nigga? She low-key right now, right in this moment. Yeah, that other person died, but she's happy. You're going to jail for probably for life. She don't gotta worry about you. All she gotta worry about is a little phone call every now and then. That's it. So to her, it's a win-win. She got rid of a girl that she ain't like, and she got rid of the nigga that got rid of her.
Jonathan was arrested and charged with second-degree murder, being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Second degree? Second? That ain't first? She wasn't a threat. Let me see what second-degree murder mean, bro. Second degree. Right here. Second-degree murder refers to a type of homicide that involves malicious intent to kill, cause serious bodily harm, or act with abandoned heart, but lacks premeditation required for first-degree murder. Oh, so he did some heartless shit, but because he didn't plan it beforehand, like because it was in the moment, it's considered second degree. But if he would have planned this shit like the other dudes with the camera, it would have been first degree. I get it. Alright. Yeah. I get it.
And simple criminal damage to property. He ultimately took a plea deal, life without the possibility of parole, to avoid...
How was that a plea deal? To avoid the death sentence?
The death penalty. Up next,
I was about to say, because what the fuck? What is he avoiding? What are you pleading for? That's the worst of the worst.
And then set their house ablaze with them inside.
I just feel like
what?
I'm getting knocked back every time financially. My wife is just gonna suck all the money out that I have.
God
April
damn.
22nd, 2012, King County Sheriff's deputies and the fire department rushed to the burning home of 41-year-old Peter Keller, his wife Lynette, also 41, and their 18-year-old daughter Kayleen in North Bend, Washington, after several neighbors reported the house was on fire. Firefighters quickly extinguished the flames before significant damage occurred, but what they found inside was shocking. The bodies of Lynette and Kayleen, both shot to death in their beds. Peter was nowhere to be found, leading authorities to initially suspect he might have been a victim or abducted. That changed when investigators discovered tapes, computer files, and drawings soaked in gasoline, suggesting an attempt to destroy evidence in the fire. The tapes revealed that Peter was not a victim at all.
This nigga did a failed fucking fire.
Burn down the house and filmed his entire scheme. The tapes also revealed a hideout Peter had prepared in the woods, giving authorities their first clue as to where they might begin searching for him.
This is something I wanted to do probably since I was a teenager, to make a home underground somewhere so I didn't have to live around people. It's just now I have the means, I'm able to actually pay for it. I've spent a lot of money on this so far, thousands of dollars. I just feel like I'm getting knocked back every time financially. My wife is just...
And divorce your wife.
Just gonna suck all the money out that I have. At this point, I don't...
If you're not cheating and you divorce your wife, she can't take your money. So...
I don't know what's gonna happen. I may get caught right away. I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's
this
chance
is first degree murder. Because look, he's planning it.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before the end. This is going to be my last video.
Using the detailed drawings and video recordings Peter had made over several months documenting the construction of his bunker, police were eventually able to track him down. The moment Peter realized he had been found, he turned the gun on himself and did the unthinkable. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and watch this one.
I'm gonna catch you on the next. Real shit.